Maverick, 26,913. 25 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend 4x4, 33,411. 24 Ford Expedition XLT, 61,800. Ray Varner Ford, local you trust with deals you can count on.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Wanted to do a live weather update here at the lunch hour to give you the latest information from the Storm Prediction Center to time all these storms out for you. Yes, rain is moving its way in, as you saw at the very beginning, but these rain showers will slide off to our east, and then the potential for some isolated strong or severe thunderstorms does exist for the afternoon. Plus, we're going to be talking about the strong cold front that's arriving tomorrow, and that's going to bring us an elevated severe weather risk Tuesday night, into early Wednesday morning. Good morning, Dwayne. Good afternoon, I should say, Dwayne and Tina. How are y'all? Hopefully you're doing well. So let's take you right to the radar and show you what's going on. Now, these storms aren't severe at this point of the game, but notice the lightning that's starting to pick up back to our west. I'll switch the radar to the radar coming in out of Middle Tennessee, out of Nashville, and you can already see some storms starting to fire up. So those are the storms that we're going to be watching as we continue to progress through the morning hours, or I should say the afternoon hours. And so these storms are the ones that could present us a little bit of an issue as we get through the rest of our day today. So with that said, I'll take you outside and show you what it looks like. A live look there from Fort Loudon Dam. The rain has already started to settle its way on in, so overcast and rainy conditions so far there. These rain showers, again, not that right now necessarily will present an issue, but could be presenting an issue as the day progresses. So when you look at the big picture, we've got a boundary that's just kind of hanging out with us. That's going to be the focus for these showers and thunderstorms to fire up. With that said, it is going to produce severe weather, and you can see the cold front to our west. That's our cold front that arrives throughout the day tomorrow. And that's the one that's going to bring us the possibility of severe storms probably after dark tomorrow night. And of course, we'll walk you through all those weather details. So right now, let's talk about the severe weather risk across the country here for the day today. The bullseye is going to be across parts of Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, as well as Arkansas. But here in East Tennessee, we're under a level 1 and a level 2 risk, which, by the way, has changed just slightly. They've expanded the level 2 a little bit more. Then tomorrow, our risk level is a 1, 2, and 3 across our entire region. But for us here in East Tennessee, we're under a level 1 and a level 2 risk. We'll talk more about that storm system tomorrow. Let's talk about today's storm system. Still hanging strong with the medium category for large hail and damaging wind. That's the main threat. Never say never with tornadoes, but not a tornado-induced environment today. Tomorrow, that does change. And low when it comes to isolated flooding and flash flooding, but it is still a potential, especially if you get a lot of rainfall here over the last week or so. So here's the latest forecast from the Storm Prediction Center. Still upper East Tennessee, not under that risk. And then from, say, northern Fentress County down towards Sevier and also Cocke County in between in the green area, that's where we do have a level 1 risk. The rest of East Tennessee, south of Interstate 40 and along Interstate 40, is under a level 2 risk. That's a slight risk by the Storm Prediction Center. But notice they've pushed it a little bit further to the north to include central Fentress County, most of Morgan County, parts of Anderson, Knox, and also Sevier County, as well as Blount County. So they've pushed that a little bit further to the north, thinking that the severe weather risk is really going to ramp up. When you break it down in different categories, damaging wind is going to be the main threat, again, along and south of Interstate 40, as well as large hail, upwards of about a 1/4 inch in diameter, and or maybe even a little bit larger in some locations. So it's definitely something that we're going to be continuing to watch here. So let me bring you to the latest Futurecast model, picking up on the rain showers that we have ongoing out there right now. The general idea, though, is because that boundary, as we heat up the atmosphere, that boundary is going to add as a focus, and here come those showers and thunderstorms as we get into the 2, 3, 4, and 5 o'clock hour. Those are the ones, if they can develop, will present us with the damaging wind and the large hail threat. And that takes us all the way through about 7 o'clock here tonight. Now, rainfall amounts, again, hit and miss. Again, isolated heavy and locally heavy rainfall, because this is going to, if these storms get going here this afternoon, they will present us with locally heavy rainfall. So again, hit and miss. Not everyone's going to get in on that activity. Just kind of depends on where these storms really fire and where they set up. But they will move their way from, generally speaking, a northwest to a southeasterly trajectory. But again, the whole system's kind of sliding its way from west to east. Now, temperatures, those aren't morning temperatures. Those are current temperatures. We're currently in the 70s. So right about where we should be to continue to heat up the atmosphere. But with the rain coming in now, we'll see what that does. That may sort of calm the atmosphere down a little bit, which would be a good thing. Then we don't see any severe weather at all. So we'll kind of see what these showers do here from here on out. Forecast high temperatures are projected to be in the low to mid and maybe a few pockets of upper 80s across the Southern Valley. think the Southern Valley has a better chance, knowing that we don't have any rain showers out there right now. But because of that, that may be the location that we see some stronger thunderstorms throughout the afternoon. All right, now let's talk about tomorrow's risk level. And by the way, if you have any questions, by all means, fire away in the chat. I'll try to answer as many questions as I possibly can. But let's talk about tomorrow's risk for severe storms. We're under a level 1, 2, and notice that level 3 has edged a little bit closer to the Cumberland Plateau. So now we almost have 3 risk levels tomorrow, but the general idea is much more of the same, like what we'll see today or potentially could see today. But the only other caveat is tomorrow we have a better potential for tornadoes. And so I'm going to keep tornado level on the low side as of right now, but there is a chance tomorrow versus the lack of tornado risk for the day today. Just know that damaging winds and large hail, either way you look at it, today and tomorrow will be a threat. So let's pick up our timeline at 7 o'clock Tuesday night. The reason why? Because nothing's going to be happening before that. But as we go from, I think Tuesday night's going to be a late evening and an early overnight system like what we just saw Friday night into Saturday morning. There's 10 o'clock at night, not much activity. Now these will tend to speed up a little bit, but we'll see how it all plays out. There's midnight. Here comes our line of storms. That's going to blast its way on through. That's 2 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll go all the way through 4 o'clock. It starts to work its way off to the east. Let's hope it's not another 2:30 in the morning kind of event. That was a very long night for a lot of us. But again, do much appreciate all of you that tuned in the middle of the night. From today and tomorrow's rainfall totals, we're talking about over an inch of rain. Could see pockets of 2 inches in some locations. And so that would be the result, and that would be the problem with the flooding and flash flooding concerns. So that's what we need to watch for closely. If you had a lot of rain and you get doses of rain today and tomorrow, your flash flood threat does climb just a little bit more. The side story, back behind the cold front that comes through tomorrow, how about some refreshing air that's going to settle its way on in? How about that? It's going to be amazing. Dew points fall into the 40s and 50s as we get into our Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. With Friday being the driest day, lowest dew points, and the most comfortable day, because when you look at your 7-day forecast, severe storms today and tomorrow, we're in the low to mid, maybe a few pockets of upper 80s. We'll drop into the mid to upper 70s tomorrow, and then upper 60s to low 70s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. With the drier air in place, that makes the atmosphere feel amazing. So sunny and 70 with Friday is going to be an amazing day. Just a perfect day to get outside. A little warm in the direct sunlight, but in the shade, you'll be like, oh, all right, here we go. It's kind of cool again. And then by Saturday, Sunday, I should say, we start to see those temperatures come, but still trending below average as we get into the weekend. We also may see increasing chances for rain showers as we get into our Sunday as well. So definitely something to kind of keep in mind, keep an eye out. Again, a live look at the radar here at this hour. And don't forget to scan the QR code in the bottom right-hand side of the screen, or just log on to easttnweather.com, or just go to your app store and download the East Tennessee Weather app. It's going to really help you out here for today, tonight, and anytime severe weather does present itself here in East Tennessee or around the country, because the East Tennessee Weather app travels wherever you go. So we do have some stronger storms already across southern Middle Tennessee right now. So we're going to be watching those dive their way towards Chattanooga. So heads up, anybody joining us from Sequatchie County, Bledsoe, Bradley County. So any of those counties across the Southern Valley, heads up, because we have some stronger thunderstorms. No severe weather threat right now, but it is definitely showing a lot of lightning to our west. And so that's something that we're going to watch. So those could be moving here in just a short while. I'll highlight those here. Let me stop the radar. And again, as we track those to the south and southeast, let's give it a bigger swath. Give everyone a good idea what's going on. So say that comes here. And so we'll just adjust the timing on this. This is 25. We'll go out 120 minutes. All right, so that's the next 2 hours right there. The general idea anyway. So places like Dunlap at 12:18. It is now 12:13, so it's moving its way into your area. Again, no severe weather right now if you're joining us from this part of town, but definitely could present itself to become a little bit stronger because we are under that risk. Pikeville about 12:23. We'll go Cartwright at 12:25, Whitwell at 12:34, and Powell's Crossroads at 12:39. That's the general idea. Chattanooga is going to be right in there as well. Soddy Daisy, Bakewell. Let me get some bigger cities on there. We'll get some bigger cities and change this up just a little bit more for you. Let's do this. Oh, we got to go to 0. Sorry. Just changing the times here for you. All right, that's the general idea, anyways, as of right now. So, anyways, that's just a general idea. Again, we're going to be watching for the rest of the day today some showers and thunderstorms that could become a little bit stronger. You can track them with the East Tennessee Weather app, scan the QR code, check in on the interactive radar, giving you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours. All right, let's go to the chat and see what you got going on. I'll just leave that on the screen. Let's see. I had a pretty sunny birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to you, Madison. Happy belated birthday to you after finally 3 years of it raining on your birthday. How about that? Let's see. Well, good afternoon, Vera. Well, of course you washed your car, Kathy. Now it's going to rain. That's the way it works, right? We don't need tornadoes, and hopefully we don't get any, but just know that the threat is going to be a little bit more elevated for tornadoes tomorrow. Not a major tornado outbreak by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a stronger cold front. As we mentioned, we're going to see those temperatures drop behind the cold front. You couldn't get the app to download, Mike. Oh, no, Vera, let me go ahead. Are you on your cell phone, or are you trying to get it on Roku TV or Amazon Fire? Where are you trying to download the app? It should download right there on your cell phone. Let me throw the link here into the chat so you can just go straight to the chat here. And I'll put iPhone and Android in there, and I'll post those right now. For those of you that want to download the app, let's make it easy for you. All right, I just threw that in the chat, so click on those links. It will take you to easttnweather.com, and then at the top of the webpage, you can click on Android and or iPhone to download the app for free. I got any free underground shelters? I don't. Not yet. Carcade just finished mowing the yard. Sprinkle started in Maryville. And yeah, I'll get some heavier showers that are going to start to work their way on in. Your birthday is Wednesday. Well, mine's coming up 2 weeks from Saturday at the end of the month, May 31st. Well, happy early birthday, Kat. Good to see you, BFF. Will it be windy before Tuesday's storms? Yeah, the wind is going to pick up throughout the day on Tuesday, as it typically does. You get the pressure gradient to tighten just ahead of the cold front. And so, yeah, the wind is going to be on the increase. Good sleeping weather. There you go. It has been a stormy spring for sure, especially this late in the spring months as we kind of gear up and head into the summer months. I have not seen the National Weather Service assessment on the Somerset Corbin tornadoes yet. I will dive into the details. I've been busy in the background doing some other things, but I will look for that. And if I see anything, I will post that to social media for sure. What time for Farragut storms? Really just from here on out, afternoon storms. So we've already got rain showers coming on in, as you can clearly see on the radar picture right now. Not anything severe so far, but these storms could fire up as we get into the 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock hour here today. So we'll see what this batch of rain does. If this batch of rain kind of calms the atmosphere down, then we have less severe weather this afternoon, which is great. But still looking at the severe weather potential tomorrow and the possibility of supercell thunderstorms firing up ahead of the cold front and the main line of storms. That's going to be the issue tomorrow. A much more dynamic atmosphere and a much more explosive atmosphere is expected tomorrow than what we are experiencing here for the rest of the day today. But again, these storms are going to be moving their way in from the northwest to southeast today. Tomorrow's storms will move from southwest to northeast as we get a strong southerly flow out ahead of the cold front. I was planning on painting the shutters after school pickup. Think the rain will hold off? You are in Halls. I don't think the rain will hold off. I think you'll have some scattered showers from now until then, and then the possibility of some severe thunderstorms this afternoon. All right, so Vera, if you're on the chat and you're on your phone, I put the links right there in the chat. So just click on those links. It'll take you to easttnweather.com, at which point you can download the app. It's front and center at the top of the website for Android or iPhone. If that gives you an issue, Vera, hit me up, email me, mike@easttnweather.com, mike@easttnweather.com. Hit me up, let me know, and hopefully I will be able to help you out a little bit more, because we need you to download that East Tennessee Weather app so you can get all the watches and warnings. And I can't stress enough, remember, with severe weather possible today, a better chance tomorrow, make sure that you have location services turned on with the East Tennessee Weather app, as well as notifications. That's going to be a benefit to you. It's not a benefit if you're not at home and you set it for your home location and you're traveling around town. You won't get notified of lightning, severe weather, if you don't allow location services. So a couple things you have to do in the app itself through your cell phone if you did not allow that from the very beginning. And of course, you can always watch me front and center doing live severe weather coverage if we have to break in today, or we'll likely do severe weather coverage tomorrow. So we'll see how it all plays out for sure. Tried watching it. Fire TV says the channel has no content. I will work on that today, Cassie. Casey. Sorry about that. Casey, I would imagine. I will work on that. So hopefully we can get that up and running. I'm not quite sure why it would not be running on Fire TV. So I will work on that. Madison, don't be scared. Just stay on top of it. I'll keep you posted and see how things all play out. Many of you may have gotten the push alert, letting you know that I'm doing a live weather update here for the lunch hour. So we'll do another one. Maybe we'll have to do live coverage before our 6 p.m. update, or I may be doing live severe weather updates right around 6 o'clock here tonight. So definitely something I'm going to keep you posted on throughout the day today. I just wanted to give you a heads up. I do want you to understand that we are under that risk for severe storms today as well as tomorrow. Remember, I am on Roku TV, Amazon Fire when it's working. I apologize for that. We'll see what we can do about that. So check in later on today. Always available on YouTube, so don't forget to go smash and subscribe to that YouTube button. So many of us are on YouTube, so just help the platform out and go subscribe and make sure you allow for notifications on YouTube. Every time I send out a push alert or send out a new update, it always goes through YouTube, so you'll be notified first. And a lot of times I'll send out push notifications as well. I don't want to notify you too many times because I don't want people to turn those off. But when I'm doing live updates or severe weather coverage or anything like that, you need to be notified about that kind of stuff. All right, my friends, we'll see you back here throughout the day today. I'll be posting more on social media. Just know rain showers are coming in now and then thunderstorms later on today and again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. It's Monday, May 19th. The month is cruising right along. All right, we'll see you back here real soon.